Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the official ARK Podcast, number 103. My name's Coach Brad, and I'm here with the core team. Your host tonight, as always, our fantastic leader, Atlas. The floor is yours, sir.
Thank you for the introduction, Brad. And folks, welcome back to another edition of the ARK Nightly Podcast. We have a really interesting podcast for you tonight. We have a special guest here, Mr. T-Drip. The legend has written his first Medium article, and of course, it's about ARK. What is so special about ARK? Why is the smart money here at ARK? We're looking at a fantastic day of growth. IOC reserves keep on growing, ladies and gentlemen. 417,058 BUSD. We're looking at 2,996 vault accounts, just 4 new accounts shy of the 3,000 account milestone. Spark price pull for this evening is at 225.56 ARK. That is a street value of $1,290.20. And so far, 8,402.68 ARK has been deposited into these lucky investors' vault accounts. That's just putting their investment on nitro mode here. The street value of that is $48,063.33. Sheesh, that's bullish. And tonight, we will pick our 55th winner of the Spark Rewards. That'll be coming up a little bit later. We are getting amazing feedback from last night's podcast, as it was the big reveal of the V40 version of the ARK mobile device, the game changer, the tool that is going to really enable us to put ARK into so many hands around the globe, understanding that inflation, that the hard times are here, and it looks like it might be here to stay for some time. So before it gets better, it might get worse. But the folks that are invested here are calm, cool, collected, earning every single day as these contracts just keep printing and printing and printing, folks. I got a DM today. I get a lot of them. I'm not going to say who the person is, but, you know, this person wrote me and said, I've lost $350,000 of Solana since I bought it at the all-time high in 2021. I don't know what to do anymore. I've fallen into a deep depression, but I'm here at ARK. I'm getting close to my ROI, and it couldn't be more thankful. Amazing, folks. I get DMs like this all the time from our community. There's a lot of folks that are really using this amazing platform that we've created as a vehicle, an opportunity to get a win. And that's what we're here to do, guys. So with that, I'll bring it over to Mr. Brett. How are you doing this evening, sir?
Hey, I'm doing great. How are you?
Fantastic.
Yeah, just coming off our big discussion last night. Gotten a lot of great feedback and seeing some cool YouTube videos and people covering, at least giving everybody the heads up, where we're heading and the alpha. And Your music's a little bit loud, Atlas. I'm not sure if you can hear that or not.
Hold on a second. Are you on speakers or a headset?
Yeah, good night, y'all. It's date night time, so everybody have a great night, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
See you, Brandon.
Yes, sir. Have a good one. Enjoy.
Maybe I'll win a second ARK award not being in the podcast.
Hey, Brad, does it sound loud to you? I know you made a comment about that to me one time. That's better, I think.
Well, we just turned it off, so it wouldn't bother you.
Oh, okay. Oh, no problem. Perfect. Thank you. So today, just going back and forth with the dev on the new mobile app and taking care of some admin work there. I saw him actually jump into tech chat, getting people pumped up, and he's super excited to share, what he's developed with everybody. And we're going to pull, and I think we can do this without adding too much time. We're going to try to pull most of the design features and elements, so colors, buttons, fonts, basically the look of what we saw in the demonstration last night into the first version, as much as we can. Obviously, some of the things that are conceptual, he won't be able to do right away, but he's going to try to make it look as close to what we saw last night as possible. So that was an exciting discussion that we had. And I've just been putting, we talked about, how the mobile app not only fits into the product roadmap, but then also our expansion to the mass market and the marketing and sales tools that we're going to incorporate into that, including, sales funnels and things that everybody can use in order to bring people through and introduce them to Arkfi in a way that, is completely passive. And that's what we're all about here. It's, you guys are out talking to people, whether you're on your app or sharing a link on social media, or just talking to folks about it and then getting them over to a landing page and starting a funnel process to convert them into the investment for you, instead of you having to, do all of that work. So that's the pieces that I'm working on. I was just working a little bit earlier today on it and a little bit before the podcast here. So I'm excited about it. I think it's coming together really nicely. It's going to take a little bit of work, but with the PWA launch, happening in 3-4 weeks, we could expect that this marketing activity and things will be kind of either right on time or maybe a little before or fast following it anyway, so that we have all the tools in place to start building those funnels out. And when that gets in people's hands, they can share their link and people can get the information that they need to make an informed decision. So that's about it on my end. You guys kind of covered all the stats. I haven't looked at the foundation in a minute. How are we doing on the foundation side? I'm sure we're well into the 200,000s now, which is exciting. I was just going to take a quick gander at that. And then the legacy NFTs, I think we're doing pretty well. I didn't see Catalyst on tonight to give an update on those. Wow, yeah, the foundation's at 210K and the legacy NFTs, 257 legacy NFTs now. So yeah, all of our metrics are looking really solid. We're seeing steady growth, which is exciting. So that's about it on my end. Anything else that you wanted me to cover? I think we might have lost Atlas for a minute there. You're muted, sir.
Right. Sorry about that. No, Brad covered it perfectly. And let's go ahead and turn it over to Coach Brad and the All Aboard sessions.
All aboard!
Thank you very much, Atlas. So first thing I want to say, as usual, we've got the new method of everybody getting involved with the sweep widget. That link is posted several times throughout the day and is always available 24 hours in the pinned messages. It's really, really simple. All you need to do is click on the sweep widget link in the post, register with your log in with your email address, and then follow the tasks. Real simple, real quick. You just click on the task. For example, it might be like this YouTube video. It will take you directly to the YouTube video. You just click like, come back to the sweep widget, enter your name, and it will register that you have, it'll give you a little tick that task is completed. No need to send screenshots. It actually does everything for you. And then if you are the chosen winner, you will be emailed by Fortunate Enough to collect your wallet address so you can get your payment. Really, really simple, really easy. 50 to 100 BUSDs worth of ARK given away on a daily basis. Really good, really easy, 24 hours a day, super available. So just wanted to let everybody know that. And tonight we have Mr. T-Drip. He has written his first Medium article, which is absolutely fantastic. Been inspired by someone here in the community, possibly Catalyst, more than likely Catalyst, to put pen to paper and give himself that, fantastic opportunity of building his syndicate and just educating people on what ARK is and what it has to offer. So really great to see that. And I think when you see it, you will agree that you wouldn't think this was his first time writing a Medium article, because it's a real good article. So Atlas, if I could share my screen, please, sir, I will pull that up and we will let T-Drip walk us through it. Thank you very much. Okay, Mr. T-Drip, take it away, sir.
Thank you, Coach Brad. Let me just see if I can get it. Okay. Oh, I saw it there for a second.
Yeah, just going to mute myself.
Oh, yeah, right on. Well, thank you for the kind words, Coach Brad. That's too kind of you. So, yes, I wrote my first Medium article, and this is kind of targeted a little bit at the drip community, because as I've been involved in, drip and all these different projects and then found ARK, I just kept thinking to myself, man, if you loved drip, I mean, you're really, really going to love ARK. There's, with the improvements and the way things are going, and I think there might be 100,000 wallets out there that came into drip after, the early times, after the all-time highs, and have an opportunity here to get into something new and improved and even better early on. So that's really what this was all about. And I just kept thinking to myself, man, the drip army is sleeping on ARK right now. I'm happy to see that is changing. Brandon, Drip Guide, TM it with the cult, and it's catching on. Even just in this past week, I see more groundswell, which is fantastic. And Coach Brad, even more than building a syndicate, I just really want to, promote the growth and long-term longevity of the system here. So that's even more of a motivation here. So thank you for sharing the screen. I'm up in the North Woods of Wisconsin, having the absolute most Wisconsin-y possible weekend you can have. We just got off the ice fishing, and I filleted a whole bunch of fish. And after this, we're going to do some fish fry. So does not get more Wisconsin than that. So I only have mobile devices. So I will step through this, really just kind of setting the stage here that it's been a really rough year, right? I mean, as Atlas has said, all the markets are just trashed. Inflation, interest rates, rug pulls, scams galore, and how nice it is to finally have something that is working so well like ARK. And that's why I wrote this. That's why I came out of my silence to create this Medium article. So Coach Brett, if you could scroll down to underneath that graphic there. I did do a little bit of research on how do you write a good Medium article, and it talked about having attention grabbers and so on and so forth. And so I wrote one, and it might sound a little overboard, but in fact, it is not overboard. This is a fact. this is a fact right here, this italics. I have already made more money from ARK since launch than the entire time that I've been in the drip system. And every single one of my friends that are invested in Arkfi are as well. So yes, sure, you see that on Medium all the time, right? But I don't write on Medium all the time. This is my debut. So I go on to just kind of describe, done a whole bunch of different things, but it is just wonderful to have something finally working so well. And that's what kind of, Coach Brad, can you confirm you can hear me? My headset's a little bit weird.
Sir, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you for confirming. So really, it's just been a struggle for many people over this past year plus, and to have something finally be so successful was enough to cause me to sit down a week ago and just pound this thing out. I found ARK Finance, got to know, fully trust the team, invested, and boy, am I glad. And I just, reiterate here that the drip army, if they could just open their eyes, look at it, try it out, they would absolutely love it. So what's different about, if you scroll down just a little bit more here, Brad, what's different? Really, I don't go deep into Arkfi here. This is just like, why would I care? The differences here is ARK emphasizes pay yourself first, and you hear Atlas say that all the time. Capture your return on investment as early as possible with the 50% compound withdraw as sort of a recommended thing, which is really different and a refreshing change from never sell, only paper hands sell, diamond hands, compound. and we know where we sit with that mentality today. So secondly, as some projects may be more manipulatable, let's just say, by the large whales, the ARK philosophy is that DeFi is for everyone. So this platform is engineered to level the playing field, take away the unfair advantages, and guess what? I'm a modest investor here, but I'm proving it. It's working for me. I'm turning a tidy profit, and it's just wonderful. And then third, diversification. So I harken back to the poker game that I think happened maybe just 8 days ago. I forget what day it was, but a week ago or so. And Atlas and James Pelton and leaders from other projects got together into a community poker event, which is sort of emblematic, if you will, of Arkfi understanding that we should be able to coexist mutually in this environment, right? This is not an exclusionary community, and some communities are exclusionary, and I think it, plays a part in people maybe not looking at ARK the way they should, and that's why this article is here. And then the commitment to growth. There is a roadmap, and there are more things to see in the future, but everything that's happened so far has happened just flawlessly. Private pre-sale, public pre-sales, multiple phases of that, the launch, just everything worked so smooth. And now, as Brett alluded to, the system has nice, steady growth, and the roadmap is still ahead of us, which is very strong and developing. So the next section here, if you can scroll down, Coach Brad, what is this all about? Back on January 11th, so this was about 3.5 weeks post-launch, I wrote a community-led review and submitted it to the Golem's Gems community. That was about 2 weeks before Golem's Gems hosted the AMA with the ARK team. And I don't know if I can flatter myself to say that helped grease the skids for that AMA or not. I have no idea, but I submitted it to the Gollum's Gems folks. Got quite a few comments, quite a few good remarks about it. And I know that some people looked into ARK as a result of that. So I really just pulled that out and updated some of the data, some of the information in this and posted it here because it was supposed to be like, okay, you've talked about ARK. Why is it so great? What's different about it? What is it? And this community-led review just kind of steps through the real high level. Everybody on this podcast already knows this probably, but so the Gollum's Gems folks have a template for writing reviews, and I have had to follow that template, and it's a good one. So the first section, just a little bit high level stuff. ARK launched, market cap. The first section is what is the utility, and I described that. We've got real concise, succinct description here. Arkfi with the new ROI DApp, 3 main components: the vault, the foundation, and legacy NFTs. The fact that ARK benefits from the hindsight of predecessor ROI dApps, many of which were really successful, but also had some shortcomings. And ARK re-engineered this platform from scratch to overcome some of those shortcomings. And then the next section is what do you find bullish? And sort of repeats a little bit of what I said above, but emphasizing responsible behavior, taking your profits early. Yeah, right. Coach Brad, I see you circling that. That is actually true. I shouldn't have jumped past that. The launch was December 18th. 100% of ARK's investors are happy. 100%. I mean, there can't be anybody that's like mad that they got into ARK, right? Like, of course not. So thank you for circling that. The anti-dump mechanisms are pretty key here, right? We can't have a bank run. The intelligent liquidity controller is working just like a champ. The chart is just steady Eddie. That is very attractive for people wondering, am I too late? Am I too late? Should I get in? Is it okay to get in now? No, just look at the chart. It is equal opportunity here. The partnership with Ultimo, man, what a game changer the Ultimo partnership is with the fiat on-ramp. Actually, on-ramp is my personal pet peeve. It's such a pain in the neck, and it takes too long. So having that integration will be wonderful. And then the Ultimo service itself is just a game changer for all of us. The mobile app is right around the corner. The reveal was just fire. I just can't wait for that. And then the Gollum's Gems template requires you to articulate a bear case. What's the risk? What's the problem here? And honestly, I had to really kind of rack my brain to think of what to say in what is the bear case for the project. So I thought about it, and I thought, you know what? I mean, the fact that other ROI dApps have seen that huge pump and then steady decline over time, that's probably it. So I'll say that. And ARK does seek to avoid that. There's a multi-pronged strategy, but this is the main risk. But again, if you look at the intelligent liquidity controller, keeping the price stable and key here, what Brett said earlier, all the stats are steadily growing. This is a great time to still get into ARK. So that's basically it. The last is kind of the post amble, if you will, but asking folks, clap if you'd like to get involved. Here's a Telegram you can come into, join a team if you'd like to, and here's more information about ARK and the links. So so I guess just to wrap it all up, the fact that things are working so wonderfully and it's such a refreshing change, and that I wish my colleagues in Drip would just have a look at it and give it a try, because they would absolutely love it if they did. And some of them did, many of them did. Many of them are just like, nope, not yet. So that's the intent of this article, is to, hopefully wake some folks up and have them take a look. So Coach Brad, I think that's pretty much it for me. Appreciate the time today and the platform.
Well done, sir. I don't know. Go ahead, Brett.
Oh, no, sorry. I wasn't sure if you were there. I was just going to respond first, but go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. Really, really good stuff. I don't know why it let me clap at the end there. They definitely won't register because you probably already know I was the first person to clap it. So I don't know why it let me do those claps. Perhaps it's because I was on a different system. But yeah, really, really good. Great first article. I hope that you continue. There's so much stuff to write at ARK. There's so much going on. You can focus on, you can do a quick overview. You can do a quick start guide. You can focus on the vault, the foundation, the legacy NFTs, the Spark reward, the community, the all aboard segment, the dev team. There's just so much that the roadmap, the new app coming out. I mean, it's never ending. There's so much content that people can create, whether it be Medium or YouTube. So I hope to see some more stuff from you. I thought it was a really good article, and well done, sir.
Thank you so much. I am sure I will write another, maybe more than one. So that's for sure. Thank you, Coach Brad. Thank you, Brad. Thank you, Atlas. I really appreciate being here tonight.
You are welcome, sir. Does anybody have any questions for T-Drip? Any comments?
Brett wanted to say something.
Yes, he did indeed. Yep.
Well, yeah, it was a great, excellent. I mean, you knocked it out of the park on your first article, so I don't know where you go from here. But yeah, I agree with the sentiment. After coming out of Drip, and I think you're going to see a logical shift. We kind of know what's going on in that community that's really divided right now. You've got the diversity camp and people kind of scratching their heads about what's going on. There's a lot of uncertainty in the roadmap and things. So I think it's just going to happen naturally. And I'm loving this kind of steady growth that we're seeing. It's not going ballistic or exponential. It's just a nice, steady, jog up the staircase. So it feels really good. And it's happening organically. We're not, you hate to see when, you go from 3,000 wallets to 20,000 wallets in a couple days, not that you hate it, but you just know that it's, that's almost too fast a growth. Right. So where we're at right now, just with this, steady, increasing percentages, every week, and we're seeing the uptick is exciting. And I think that's just happening organically as, people have funds available. And you kind of mentioned that it's been a tough year, so we have to take that into account, that we're probably bringing in fiat money, whereas other projects are, where people were taking profits from other projects and putting them into new projects. And I think a lot of that's slowed down. And so the growth that we're seeing, I think, is a lot of new investment capital, which is great to see, because there's just not a lot of profits to take from any project, really. So you can only imagine, by the end of this year, if we see a turnaround, maybe we go through some more bumps and bruises. But if this is the bumps and bruises time, we're in great shape, doing really well. And as long as we keep this level of intensity with our development, our development projects and what we're pushing out, and external revenue eventually come, and all these things, I feel like I agree wholeheartedly with your sentiment, and the article articulated it in a really good way. So thank you so much, T-Drip.
Yeah, thank you so much, Brett. Appreciate that.
I'm sure you were expecting this, but Catalyst, what did you think?
Great article. Congratulations on your first article. And yeah, after seeing it, I agree with what you said. This certainly won't be your last article. So yeah, good work. Well done. I just have an unrelated question. What kind of fish are we eating tonight?
Oh, tonight, yeah, thank you, Catalyst. I appreciate that. The master has spoken here. Thanks a lot. Tonight, it's crappie dinner, crappies. Those
good.
don't exist everywhere in the world, right? This is definitely
Nope.
Wisconsin, Canada kind of thing, but good eating.
Yes, sir. I'm originally from Illinois, so I know crappie well.
There you go.
Well, excellent. I also want to thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, great. Yeah, I want to thank you, T-Drip, for really everything you've been doing. This is just a bonus that you've graced us with here. You know, firing those pearls of wisdom. You know, really taking into account that a lot of folks respect you in this space. Undoubtedly, you are a leader, and you, for some, are a person that folks can really relate to and respect. You're a very smart man, and you know what you're doing. And this is, I think, a forward step in the right direction, which sets the bar up, and it'll bring a lot of eyes. There's a lot of folks that are, like I said, they're they're in a bad situation, and they want to see the light at the end of the tunnel. They want to see, when they're lost at sea, they want to see that lighthouse so they can find that direction. And undoubtedly it's here. And the folks that are here, like how you expressed that, absolutely everyone here is happy. We had one guy that wasn't happy today here. I don't know if anybody spent time. I saw some people did and saw some comments, and it was hilarious to me. The guy's not even an investor here. So with the one person whining, go ahead.
No, I was going to say that's why he's not happy.
Exactly. So, it just goes to show who's the disgruntled person. No, he's not even an investor. And I even wrapped an analogy back at him of, hey, you don't like a restaurant, you've never eaten the food there, but you walk in while people are enjoying their food, they're relaxing with their families, and you start, acting like a crazy person, being toxic and negative. And it's just, not, it just doesn't make any sense, right? But you always, run into people like that, even on street, even, coming into a restaurant. It's just not common. But I think it's a great fact and a point, the one person who's complained is not even an investor. So, we keep going, we keep sailing. And the more that we, offer the opportunity and present it to folks as they understand that there's something, happening because the smart money's here, I think that'll intrigue them. And if they spend the time, they will have their light bulb moment, their aha moment. And then, the only regret they'll have is that it didn't come sooner. And that's okay. Price is still waiting for them. I mean, what else could you ask for? Not only could you play the same game, but you could enter at a great value, and you can never feel that you got left behind. And when you put all these pieces together, you understand that this is a project that's really been thought out very, very well, taking into consideration the bear, taking into consideration the narrative. Hey, if I didn't get into the private, if I didn't get into the whitelist, I'm not going in. Yeah, of course. Look at all the charts. They all look the same. I don't blame them. You don't have to be a genius to figure out that these people are playing a game. And what's the game? Very clear. That 1% always comes in right at the beginning, the friend of the friend, the friend of the dev, the friend of the marketing guy. They always get in and they dump on everyone else. And, You get what we call here the hockey stick up and then the hockey stick down. People are hyper compounding their way to, the exit liquidity of the little folks that are coming in buying the FOMO pump over and over again. So solve the problem, create the solutions, make the code, test the code, go out there and get this crypto.
Let's get this crypto.
Oh, God damn.
Oh, yeah, let's get this crypto.
And there's no need to pressure or, jerk anyone's chain. There's no flashy things we have to do. There's no hype that we have to create. Folks will find their time and it will gravitate because it's just a fact that people love to be on winning teams. It's that simple. So the more you win, the more people will come and they will join. And these articles, these YouTube videos, these community members that are out speaking like you did. And again, another part I loved about your article, T-Drip, talking about Gollum's Gems and putting the work in over there. You've done that in so many places, and I do thank you for it because the growth here, I can tell you, it's not me, it's not Brad, it's not Fortunate, it is not Coach Brad. It's our community. This is a community project, and we will live or we will die by the efforts of our community. And to see you guys get involved, you understand it, you've got your money into it, you put your heart into it, and now you want to get your friends into it. And that's what makes it flow. That's what makes it keep going. And, really amazing work that you've done through that. Hands-on, what's the CWR? NDV is different. It's not 100% compounder claim. It's a balanced approach, and you get your ROI fast, and you just, are doing such an amazing job of conveying that to people with love, respect, and responsibility. Thank you so much, brother.
Thank you so much, Atlas. I appreciate those words.
It's facts, man. We've been seeing your star rise from a very long time ago. You've set the tone from the first day you walked in here. I'll never forget that day. You came in, you asked some amazing questions. You really impressed us, and immediately, you remember, I reached out to you. Hey, who are you? Where are you from? What are you about? How can we get you involved? What can we do? Because, a person like you is a valuable asset. We wanted folks like yourself to really anchor themselves here. It's so important to have these amazing people like yourself that are banding together and are rallying and they're rowing in this direction. And through that is that we're having that result. So credit where it is due, my friends. And hey, we're here. You're witnessing here live. T-Drip has written a Medium article, ladies and gentlemen. The T-Drip has spoken.
Let's get this crypto.
Oh, God damn.
Oh, yeah, let's get this crypto.
Too funny. If you listen really carefully for the Wisconsin accent, I think you can kind of hear me in that. Let's get this crypto.
I mean, dude, that's how involved you are here, man. So it's just, like I said, a bonus and beautiful to see. I mean, we've seen some folks that I never thought would ever write a Medium article, but they did. Chris Dugan, like these first time people going out of the comfort zone and doing something different, talking to another crowd, and we're gonna have so many opportunities, T-Drip, for you and so many of these great folks. Donatello, man, Donatello's like just taking his YouTube and his Medium to a whole another level of professionalism. And he's really understanding that the more content he creates, he's establishing himself as one of the OG ARK leaders. As people come in here 6 months, 8 months, a year from now, they're going to be searching for these, original, We can call, that's what we call them, the syndicate leaders, but there's even a syndicate founders, which were the first 50 people. But we're seeing that there's a development within the community or folks that are taking this really serious because they see the opportunity and they're going for it. They're taking it. So amazing to see, guys. Absolutely. Excuse me. All right. So thank you. And we hope to see you again. Amazing article, and more than the article, it's really amazing everything that you've done here for this community, for this project. Can't thank you enough, brother.
Saying you're welcome seems like the wrong thing to say. Thank you. So happy to be here, and it's easy to do. It's easy to share the message when, the results are clear, right? There isn't any faith involved here anymore. This is working. Again, 100% of the community invested in this is thrilled, and that will speak volumes over time here. That will speak amazing volumes. So you'll hear back from me again, I'm sure.
Thank you, man. We've always been keeping up with you, man. Seeing your star rising from the bow of the ARK. T-Drip is a man on the move. El Mágico, as I like to say. So, Coach Brad, what else do you have for us this evening? Do you want to share who won the contest from yesterday, or what else do you have on your part of the All Aboard?
That is the All Aboard for this evening. The other pieces of content, because we do this a day behind now, let me just check what the other bits were. Give me one moment, because we have to set the widget up the day before, right? So we had Catalyst article went out today, and yes sir, and also Crypto Unlimited 22. Those guys over at Crypto Unlimited, they've been pumping content out left, right, and center. They just did their 100th YouTube video. Obviously, they're not all on ARK. That's since their channel started. But, everything in the last month is just ARK, which is great to see. So I like to help pump the algorithm for those guys. You always want to reward people's hard work and effort. So we had Catalyst article. Because I knew that tonight's special guest was T-Drip, I preempted that with his article yesterday and a Crypto Unlimited 22 video. So those are the three things that went out. As for yesterday's winner, Fortunate, do you want me to announce it, or do you want to announce it? Okay. Yesterday's winner for the All Aboard segment was a gentleman of the name Robert Lee. So congratulations. Ooh. He won
nice
$50 worth of ARK.
And what was the task? What did he do to win? And how much did he win?
He won $50 worth of ARK for about 3 minutes, if that's work, where he had to complete 7 tasks by logging into the sweep widget. And it's literally clicking a few buttons. Go to this Medium article, click 50 times. Go to this Medium article, comment. Go to this YouTube video, go to this YouTube video, comment, and and then 2 more. The same process again on the other Medium article, and you're done. And I say 3 minutes because I'm being generous with the time. Really, it probably takes about 1 minute 30 seconds. And if you wanted to, you could probably do it in under a minute. If you had the sole purpose of just completing the task as quickly as you could, it'd take under a minute. super, super quick. Everybody saw me do it live the first time on the podcast, and I had never even logged into that. It was the first time I'd ever even seen it, and it took me under a minute. I was trying to make it take a little bit longer so that there was some form of a presentation, but you can't. It's super quick, super easy, really simple. A lot less work for Fortunate. He handled that like an absolute champ when we were doing the old method. The entire time we're on the podcast talking, he's sieving through multiple screenshots from people. But, this is a much more efficient method that we use, and it's available 24 hours a day so that the entire community can be involved. We may be on UK time, but we do all of this on America time. So a lot of Europe can't stay up the way we do. And, then we miss a lot of Asia as well. We've got a lot of investors over that side of the world. So, now 24 hours a day, anybody can get involved at any time, at their own pace, super easy.
Fantastic. So, we said yesterday we're going to integrate Twitter, as we want to push Twitter. So we want them to also retweet some of the stuff that's happening here on a daily basis that's getting put on our Twitter. And we're seeing growth there. So we want to take it to the next level. We want to get to those 10,000 followers. So, the sweep widget's going to help us in that. Great work. Coach Brad, thank you. Also Fortunate. Amazing, amazing work. Let's get this crypto. Do we have any questions or comments, folks, before we go ahead and move on over to have our 55th drawing of the Spark prize pool and see who our lucky winner is going to be?
Hey guys, can you repost the Gleam link? I just can't see the pinned messages for some reason. I think my TG is all bugged.
Yes, sir. You're gonna get more wins, Mistletoe. I think Mistletoe's gonna be the biggest whale in ARK just by his participation and luck here. Amazing.
Did you say the sweep widget, Mistletoe?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
I will post that for you right now, sir. You've got 6 minutes and 10 seconds to enter, and then you can come back and tell everyone that it took you about a minute to do it. So I'll drop that for you right now.
I'm on here right now.
That is in the main chat for you, sir.
What's the participation looking like?
Yesterday we had.
Pretty high.
Yesterday was really good. Today, I mean, maybe it's the weekend. People are busy with family and stuff. Let's just work this out. It is less than yesterday. About 40 participants today. But that's 40 participants doing all engagements. So one of the things that we were seeing previously is some people were entering after not fully engaging the way that they should be. I do keep track of these things. I do look at the Medium articles, and it's not hard to work out, if you've got 50 participants doing 50 claps, and comments and stuff. So we were seeing that some people were playing it close to the edge, let's say, and the sweep widget eliminates that. You only go into the daily draw if you complete all of the tasks, which is the fair way to do it, because we're giving away 50 to 100 BUSD worth of ARK every single day, and we're not asking for a lot for it. So only the people who are engaging the way they should are actually entered. And that's really easily defined within the widget, because you just select the drawing from people who have completed all tasks. So it's a fairer and better system that we're using now. We just need to see the community engagement rise. So we've seen it steadily rise until yesterday, where it was at an all-time high. and it's dropped off a little bit today, but I'll give people a pass because it's the weekend. But, we've been running this for nearly a week now. So as from Monday, even if you don't want even if you're thinking, I don't need extra ARK, that's fine. If you win, you'll get it. But just enter to help the community, help the platform, because by the platform growing, by the awareness growing, you win. Which is, as Atlas said, this is a community-based thing. It's not me or the team or any single individual doing this work. It's community-based. So, and if you're invested here, you are part of this community. So, even if you don't want the prize, just take part, because it helps everybody out, especially the content creators who are going out of their way, spending the time, putting the hard work in to grow the platform and spread the net of the ARK. So I ask you, please just get involved and help your fellow man and your fellow ARK members. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you, Coach Brad. And, let's move on over to the Spark prize pool. Let's see who's going to be tonight's lucky winner. I know there's a lot of folks here that have just been holding on and just, keeping the faith, because it's a matter of, of when's your day. It could be any day. Maybe it is today. So, hold on. I know it's going to come for you. Going to get the cold storage out, listen to the music, and we're going to release the Beast 55th winner tonight, going into Nitro mode, folks, right here for you. tonight's lucky winner, our 55th Spark Prize winner, folks, their wallet ends in FEB8. They have won 231.78 ARK, and their account has just gone into nitro mode, folks. Congratulations.
They say money can't buy happiness. Look at the fucking smile on my face. Yeah, let's get this crypto. Baggy.
Oh, god damn.
Oh yeah, let's get this crypto.
Happy days. Crypto Putter, is that a first-time winner, sir? I don't know if we could hear this tonight. Coach Brad?
I will check for us. I was just preparing the banner, but let me check.
It's okay. I can do it.
I believe that is a first-time winner, sir. Oh no, sorry. I entered my own wallet address. What am I like? I pressed the wrong button.
Heinous debacle.
Oh, I don't even know how I did that.
You could actually do that right here. Hold on. No, that is the first time winner.
Yeah, I was just doing that, but where it didn't display the today's amount, I was confused. But yeah, okay, it's the same for your end. Excellent, first time winner.
Fantastic. Do we have any questions or comments? All right, folks. Well, if we don't have any other questions or comments, we're going to go ahead and bring tonight's podcast to its conclusion. We want to thank all you folks for coming out this evening on this wonderful Saturday. We're seeing great growth. We're only 3 vault accounts away from reaching our 3,000 milestone. Very excited about that. Great growth happening. You're seeing it here. You're witnessing it right before your very eyes. Investors are getting very close. Some are already in the green zone with their ROI. Congratulations to you folks. Keep growing, keep winning. Go ahead.
That's like 500. That's like 500 new accounts in the last couple of days, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Massive
That's
growth.
awesome. I thought about 2 days ago. I looked at it. It was like just had crossed over like 2,500. So that's awesome.
They're hearing the good news, sir. What's so special here at ARK?
Yeah. I think 250 accounts a day. That's new accounts a day. That's awesome.
Did we lose you, Atlas?
Oh, I was talking. Thank you for that. Hey, yeah, Chris, amazing growth. Absolutely. We're loving it. And the ILC reserves are also doing amazing. We're at 416,000. You know, that's wind in our sail, folks, to just keep on going, riding the wave, and making sure that everybody's just really earning at their highest rate. So, guys, thank you so much for coming out this evening. We hope that, you found tonight's podcast and updates informative, educational, and entertaining. Congratulations to tonight's winner. That's massive, 231.78 ARK. It's not an all-time high, but we just had an all-time high last night. So, amazing for the system, amazing for that investor. Thank you, T-Drip, for coming on board here and sharing in front of the community this amazing article that you have written. You're an absolute legend, my friend. For the folks that are listening, we also want to thank you for your participation through listening. And we hope that you found the podcast informative. Also, good night, folks.